This time we're going to talk about the exchange conditions first. So in your Neo panel, you can view and edit your NMO's exchange conditions. Click on Professional Exchange Conditions of your country and you can read them. If you don't know them yet, they are really important. It's really important that they are as clear as possible. If you want to edit your exchange conditions, click on the small icon. Your exchange conditions have to be updated for the August meeting, and you will be informed about the deadline, so keep that in mind. And always remember that any changing of your exchange conditions should be communicated with your regional assistants first. And also you have to inform the other NEOs via the NEO server so that they know. And once again, please make sure that they are as clear and understandable as possible, because it will avoid many troubles and questions. So the next topic will be requesting contracts. After the August meeting, the paper contracts that you signed have to be transferred into the database. And in order to do this, you have to send contract requests to the concerned NMO. And if the other NMO accepts your request, the contract will be ready for use. So now go to Contracts and click Request to send a contract request. Obvious. And now choose the NMO you want to send the request and the number of units you're asking for. And you also have to choose the type of those contracts, so bilateral or unilateral, and the season, of course. And yeah, now click Make Request. Easy. And when you made the request, the database might say something like contract generated, but no user was found for sending notification, and that's normal, so don't worry about it. In case you're asking for a unilateral contract, you should always add the unilateral fee as agreed or stated in the exchange conditions. And of course, you should only request contracts if there has been an agreement upon it. All the contract requests can be managed by clicking on Manage right under Request. And the receiving NMO, as I said, can now either accept your request or deny it. If you have made the request by accident, you can also deny it yourself. And if you do so, the other NMO then has to accept the request to deny, and if that makes sense or not is another question. But as soon as the other NMO accepted your request, those units will be ready for use. And you will find them in your unused AS in the left column. So now we're going to talk about unused AS and canceling and postponing AS. So go to unused AS, you'll find it in the left column. As I said before, here you can find all the units you can use for this season. And every unit is one application form. And I will explain later how to assign the application form to the student. But now let's check what you can do if you cannot use the application form in this season. Because then you have two options. Either you can cancel the application form or you can postpone it. And you can choose by clicking the blue cross in the corresponding column, as you can see. When you cancel the application form, it says cancelled and you cannot use it anymore, so it's gone forever. When you postpone it, it will also become unusable, but you still have the possibility to unpostpone it again. So simply click postponed and it will become usable again, as if nothing happened, but if that makes sense or not is also another question. Anyway, really important to know is that both cancelling and postponing contracts like this is meant for you to remember what happened to the application form. So if you postpone the application form from 2013-14, it will not automatically appear in the next season. So you have to make another contract request, as I showed you before. Go back to the contract requests and choose a request corresponding to the postponed application form. In this case, we postpone the unilateral application form. So choose unilateral type and give the correct unilateral fee. If the postponed application form would have been bilateral, the process would be a bit more complicated. In this case, you shouldn't use bilateral type because the other NMO would also receive a new application form. And as you only want to postpone your own application form as sending NMO, you can do it in the following manner. Choose unilateral type, but give a fee of €0. Practically, this would be a bilateral application form. But of course, first you have to talk to the receiving NEO about it. Never do anything without communicating it.